Hi guys, John here from Optics Warehouse. So today, as you can see, we're at Ashcombe Airgun Club. We're on the HFT course. So what we're going to be doing, we're using the Air Arms S410 here, the OWL NV that we've got on the back, the MV9, and a Vector Continental, very basic 4A style reticle, just to show you sort of what I would deem as safe hunting distances and what helps with that. So obviously how to denote whether you're accurate enough to shoot live vermin at that range. It's quite a frequently asked question we get, and in basic terms I would say the easiest way to determine that is a 10p piece, and if you can put 9 to 10 shots out of the 10 into that at any given range, when you start dropping off from that, that is then your maximum distance. So obviously the last distance you shot where you can accurately shoot all 9 or 10 shots into that 10p piece in that given position is your maximum hunting range. So we're going to just do a little bit of a video through this. Obviously I've got this recording. I'm going to put the magazine in here. We've had a quick zero session just to get it set up, and we're just going to do a couple of examples just to show you what this is like to look through as well. So coming up on this target, it's just on zero in distance. So for that at the moment, I've just done it at 24 yards, and that should now, yep, so just to the left of that there. Obviously trying to hold this stable and securely in the sitting position, it's going to show a lot more wobble than what you would normally have. Mainly, I can't get my head behind the cheek piece to get a nice cheek weld, so it's an unnatural sitting position for me where my head's back and looking through the screen. But for an example there, obviously this is one of the most stable positions you're going to get for hunting. So coming onto that, crosshair in the middle of the kill, and away we go. So that's obviously quite a large kill on that, so that's not a problem. And in this position, I can get quite stable. But you may not be able to get in this position every time for, obviously, live quarry. Now, this one's a little bit further away from where I'm sat. Not a huge amount further, but there's a shot on the faceplate there. So we'll just check it for a minute. So just to the left-hand side of that. Obviously I now know where that's going, so fingers crossed, all being well. It's a reduced kill on this, so this is the sort of size you're going to be looking at for what's capable of your hunting distance. And as you can see, very, very easy to miss what would normally be a very, very simple shot. Obviously I've got a few different points of concentration here where I'm talking to you, holding this, looking through, and trying to think about what I'm saying as well with it all. All takes away from your concentration on that shot. So we'll try again. There we go. So a little bit more concentration, and you can see in this, I'm only on 8 times magnification, but you can see just so stable up there, although because my sit positions are very comfortable for me, you can see a lot more heartbeat and wobble coming through from that. And as I say, that can quite easily make you miss that target by quite a way, or that quarry. So we'll look at this red one now because there's nice contrast. Obviously, this is now sitting with my head back. What we're going to do now, I'm just going to move into the kneeling position, and then we'll see what we can do position-wise there. Obviously, with looking through. Once again, I can't get as comfortable as I'd like to, but as you can see, the basic kneeling position is here. Coming up to target, move my hand to get comfortable. And you can see the sort of wobble you've got there. Now that's, once again, I do keep repeating myself on this because my head's not in the right place. I can't get fully behind the rifle. But it gives you an idea of how hard it is to keep on aim. Now you can see the fox behind that, little fox shape. So we'll just parallax into that one. Now that's got the small kill again. That's what you're aiming to hit every time. So in this kneeling position, you can see just how hard it is to keep stable. Now, if you're not looking for that and you've got that adrenaline rush and you're looking to shoot at that range, you may miss quite easily because of that. So I'm just going to pop one down there. I haven't shot at this range with the holdover, so I'm going to be completely guessing here, which once again, when you're out hunting, you don't know the exact range of what you're looking at. And let's say with this reticle, which is quite a popular hunting reticle, you're not 100% sure where you're going to be holding over either. So this is what could happen. Fingers crossed we get it, but would help if I cocked the rifle as well. Another common problem when you're out, you forget you haven't cocked the rifle. So that was obviously took me a long time to get stable on that enough. Lucky gets a holdover. I've got sort of 10 mil plus and minus either side, up to 15. So it was quite not an easy shot, but as you can see with the wobble, quite easy to miss. Could I do that 10 times out of 10? Probably not, if I'm honest. Not in that position. I'd like to think I was capable of it, but it is quite difficult. Okay guys, so final position is the standing position. Now obviously when the opportunity presents itself sometimes, you may have to take one on the fly, which is going to be an unsupported standing shot if you haven't got a shooting stick. And that's what we're going to be doing now. So this will give you an idea of how much wobble there is when you're standing, if you're new to it or coming through. And we're going to work the distances out. So I've got a nice close one here, which as we're coming through, that will be, bear with me, just here. So once again, just try to get comfortable holding the rifle with this. If you've got a bonnet of a car to rest on, or shooting sticks or anything like that, it does make it so much easier. But as I say, we're going to try and do the best we can here. There you go. So that's a very, very close target. That's only 15 yards with quite a large kill. And that's, once again, how easy it is just to miss that. So whether you think you're the best shot that there is, it doesn't matter. You'll still miss a very, very easy target. And this is also pieces of steel that we're missing here. If that's live quarry, you've then injured it, it's now running off, which is unethical and it shouldn't happen. So this is why you shouldn't take unsupported standing shots, especially in uncomfortable positions. You want to make sure you're as comfortable as possible and you're as stable as possible. So with that, obviously rests, prone if you can do, sitting, yes, kneeling if you have to, standing really is a last resort, as I say, unless you've got something to rest on. There we go. So that's okay on that one. But still, once again, the miss shouldn't happen. So theoretically, is that my maximum hunting distance? No, because I've missed it already. So although that standing should be even closer. But we'll continue to move, as we say, trying to keep it as stable as possible for you while looking through this. You can really see the heartbeat. Obviously when I start talking, it's moving more as well. But we'll try and get it a bit more stable. There we go. So as you can see, that was a really jerky trigger reaction then. And once again, that's because I'm not fully in tune with the rifle. Can't get comfortable. But these are the things that you're going to have day to day when you are trying to shoot. So this is all I'm doing here is literally just trying to show you, it doesn't matter how good you think you are, you're going to have targets or quarry, vermin, whatever you're shooting at, that you can miss. You think you're doing everything right, but realistically, it could all go wrong and for no reason that you can pick out. And now we're back to this small one, and it's a fairly clean faceplate, so you should be able to see either if I hit it or just how far I missed by on this. There we go. So you saw that bit of white kick up. Once again, unsupported standing. It's really, really difficult to hold it stable. There we go, that's 2 shots. That is, as I say, way out of distance for me to be able to shoot accurately, holding it in that position with the equipment here today. Really does show you, you need to be as stable as possible, as comfortable as possible, and then that will enable you to shoot that bit further and that bit more accurate. Now what I'm going to show you, obviously you've seen all the wobbles that way. We're going to move position slightly, and I'm going to set up something just to rest the rifle on, or find something to rest the rifle on, and then show you just the difference on how stable it is when you're looking through the unit that way. Okay guys, so now we're going to visit the most stable position you've got to shoot from when you've got nothing around you to support, and also if you have got something like this wooden beam in front of us just to rest on. So as the difference there, we'll just load that up, get my elbows dug in the ground. As I say, you can see my neck bent up at quite an angle here, but This should show you. It's a lot more stable there. Let's say you can see my heartbeat coming up and through. Obviously that's just bouncing the rifle around a little bit. Once again, I'm really cranking my neck back to get that position through this unit to show you guys. Now we're going to rest on a nice solid surface like this. Now this way you can now have your hand back here holding the back of the stock. Obviously if you've got a bipod, this is exactly how you're going to shoot with it, and shows you what stability you can expect from it. And we're just going to find the target here. There we go. Now obviously you saw all the wobbling around before. This is just me talking, so it's wobbling. I'm going to take a couple of nice breaths and then relax and show you just how stable it will be when you rest it up like this. Simple as that. So that makes it so much more accurate to shoot at that distance. So something that took quite a few shots and wobbling around standing, that now shows you just how easy it is to do it when you're prone on a rest like this. Obviously a bipod is exactly the same as what we're doing here, and getting behind it and that hand just clenched behind the stock just to hold the butt really does make everything that bit more stable. As you can see there was limited wobble, even with me trying to crank my neck back to see properly, which means that then pushes your accurate hunting distance out further. So obviously now you've got that in mind, do your testing at home first or at the local range. See what your sizes are for groupings in every position at the given ranges. Push them distances out at the conditions you're going to be shooting at as well. So just because it's a nice windless day, that doesn't mean if you can shoot at 45 yards and get that every time, that you're going to be able to do it if it's blowing a gale, blustery, windy, raining, all the other conditions that can be thrown at you. You need to test yourself in every condition. Once you've done that, that will then allow you to see that distance that you can shoot out to and have confidence in yourself, confidence in your kit, that you're doing the right shot at the right time and knowing your abilities. Hopefully that's cleared everything up for you. Obviously, as I say, it's a frequently asked question. This is the easiest way I can show you on how, although I am not a particularly bad shot, I've won my fair share of things in the past, but I've just shown you how easy it is to miss. So if you're just starting or coming up through, you really do need to practice, really get down the range, put them shots through. So, hope that's cleared everything up for you. If you've got any more questions, please feel free to give us a call, drop us an email or a comment on the video, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks for watching.